Do you ever feel like you just don't fit in? Even with your closest friends and family, you just don't fit in. You wonder why. Or do you ever feel like there's something so much more to life that's going on around you? Maybe you can't grasp it, maybe you can't put your finger quite on it, but you know there's something more. Guess what? These thoughts are crazy. You're not crazy. You are awakening. Many HSPs have spent years feeling out of place with close friends and family and unsure of why they don't fit in. And this can leave you feeling very isolated, alone, misunderstood. So today, I'm going to talk about why life might feel so lonely as an HSP and some of the signs you're going through may be an indicator that you are going through a spiritual awakening. Feeling this way is often very, very common for HSPs. It is because, again, you're going through a spiritual awakening experience. You're like, wait a second, what is that? Don't worry, we'll get to it. These feelings often emerge when a person is becoming more and more aligned with their deeper purpose, their spiritual purpose, their soul's purpose, their dharma in their life. And many times you experience a really profound experience that others around you may not be able to understand. Hello, beautiful souls. I'm Ginger Reddy, your HSP coach and Reiki practitioner. I am grateful you are here. Welcome to the Thriving Sensitive. This is a channel where we celebrate our sensitivities as a gift because they are, and we learn how to navigate life as a highly sensitive person in this very chaotic world. So I combine core energy coaching and Reiki to help you embrace mindset shifts, holistic healing practices, and spirituality for lasting transformation. If you are ready to heal deeply and embrace your sensitivity, you're in the right place. Let's get started on today's video. Okay, so have you ever felt like there is just more to life than this and everything around you? This is having an awareness of a deeper meaning to life. Many HSPs sense that there is just so much more than what you do in your every day-to-day grind, right? You feel more pulled towards deeper, soul-aligned, more meaningful work, friendships, connections. Really, you just want to be soul-aligned in everything because you know that there's just more. You may even find yourself looking at your daily life and asking work, relationships, societal demands, social media, and thinking, is this it? This is it? So you crave more meaning as a highly sensitive person. And if you are going through and feeling this is a part of a spiritual awakening. HSPs understand that there is more to life than just what the typical path that society lays out. Career, success, status. And I'm not saying any of these things are bad. Not at all. You can do it all soul aligned. But you have to do it where you're feeling like you are doing it in a way that is soul aligned and it feels deep to you. Otherwise, it can feel very isolating. And everyone around you may be on this, path, and you feel like that's not my path. And it can feel very lonely. So you have to understand that not everybody is going to be there. So that's why it brings in that metaphor of being like stuck in like the matrixy kind of world where you feel like you are set to specific societal expectations and you don't want to be. And HSPs may feel like they're living in a world that just doesn't make sense to them because they don't want to adhere to these societal expectations. They don't belong here, okay? This is the thing. Again, you can have all these things, but it has to be soul aligned. And this happens oftentimes, like you may be working a corporate job. I was like this, and I felt like it just didn't align with me. I was awakening. I was connecting to the spiritual world. So you have to connect to the spiritual world, meditate, journal, sound healing, energy healing, drumming, music, nature, seek out like-minded communities, talk to your spirit team. These spiritual practices can help you reconnect with your purpose. This can help you feel less alone. when you're going through this spiritual awakening. Okay, so do you just feel things from people? If you are saying yes, well, guess what? This is also part of your spiritual awakening. So the more you awaken, the more sensitive you become to the energy that is around you. So as HSPs, we are naturally attuned to the energies that are around us, right? Like this can affect you walking into specific environments and being with people. Like busy places, social gatherings can feel exhausting and overwhelming. That is a normal HSP experience. But it's not just like that physical stimuli, it's also the emotional energy that you are picking up from others. Have you ever walked into a meeting and no one said anything negative, but you just feel like this ick feeling, or you feel really anxious or overwhelmed? Yep, you're picking up energy. So the more that you awaken as an HSP, the more energy you are going to take on, the more energy that you are going to feel. So this happens when you are going through a spiritual awakening. This is why it is very important to make sure that you know how to ground and protect yourself. I did a 3-part series teaching you how to energetically protect yourself, ground yourself, protect yourself before you walk out the door in the morning. Please check out this series. I'm going to drop the links below. It is so critical and so important for HSPs to do this, especially as you awaken more, you will take on more energy. So check out that series. Okay, do you ever just have this like knowing feeling, like it's in your gut? You just know. You can't even explain why. You just know, right? Well, if you are an HSP, you are experiencing increased intuitive abilities, and this happens during a spiritual awakening. As a highly sensitive person, you have this natural connection to your intuition, to your higher self, but a lot of times it gets clouded by, distractions in everyday life, kind of go back into that matrixy world. So when you tap into your intuition and you allow this gift to blossom and grow, it deepens your spiritual connection and it keeps you on that spiritual journey. And that is where you begin to awaken more. You may notice that you have or you receive intuitive like nudges and hits. It's typically whenever you're quiet, like a sudden insight or what we call a download, whispers from within. Maybe you hear it in your ear, maybe you hear it in your head. This helps guide you in decision making. It may help you with opportunities, choosing things. You are not crazy. These are things that are happening if you are going through a spiritual awakening as an HSP. Your intuitive hits and nudges are going to happen more and more. It's essential to create space for these messages to come through. So trust that your intuition, your higher self, that she knows what you need. Even if it feels really unclear or foggy at first, trust in the journey to strengthen your intuitive abilities. Dive into mindfulness, like meditation. Again, meditation, a big one. Journal, talk to your guides, look for synchronicities all around you, signs. So I did a video on synchronicities. Again, I'll drop the link in the comments below. Check that one out. When you start to practice these different modalities, it strengthens your intuitive abilities and you start to open up that inner guidance, open up to your higher self. Your intuition is a muscle, and the more you practice, the stronger it is going to get. So keep listening, trust your instincts. Okay, so there you have it. I told you, you are not crazy. You are going through a spiritual awakening. If any of these align are starting to open up for you, yes, you are going through a spiritual awakening. It is a journey for sure. It is going to be bumpy and a little crazy, and it may feel a little lonely at times, and it is going to be up and down. But remember, it is a journey, and every step is towards change and transformation and connecting to your higher self. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, I'm going to drop the links below for the 3-part series, how to energetically ground and protect yourself. There are practices in there that you can implement like super fast, y'all, like a couple minutes throughout the day, and it really can help you. I'm also going to drop the link below for the synchronicities video. a great video to really start to recognize the signs and symbols and things like that from the universe. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm sending you all so much light, love, and beautiful energy. Have a great day, y'all.